it out.
But it sounds like a mom is
600.
talking to me.
Okay, I'm about to post that too, so.
Okay. No, we're still.
2, 1.
The weekend is over.
It is. Wow, what a way to start KSAT News Now this morning. Yes, the weekend is over.
Hold on, can I do something? Can we like...
You worked yesterday, so...
There we go, now we're centered. There we go, now I can work in peace. Good Monday morning to you, RJ.
You had a short weekend, though.
I did, I worked yesterday, but it's okay.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you worked in the morning, you were hanging out with Max and Sarah, who's going to be with us
over here, and Jonathan Cotto had the day off, and then Sarah Costa had the day off, so I filled in.
Nice, very cool. Yeah, well, I'm sure that they appreciated you stepping in here as we get set for another work week. KSAT News Now, we're streaming
daily,
podcasting daily. There you go. Hit us with that like, rate, and subscribe button as well. So yeah, you get all your fun, interesting news here. And this morning, a first for our show.
Yeah, we have a prize reveal for one lucky KSAT insider. The prize, a Texas-sized gift for a Texas favorite grocery store. We'll explain all of it with our KSAT Insider membership producer, Rocio. If you're signed up, you probably read her.
Yeah, she does.
Her newsletters.
She does a fantastic job with our newsletters and also putting together and helping out with these events as well. So we're going to have that after weather, so make sure to stand by for it. Also, my man, Bam Rodriguez, rocks the Techport Center over the weekend.
Yeah.
More on his big win and what he had to say and why some big box stores and companies could be saying thanks, but no thanks to your returns.
Is it good? Is it bad? We'll get into that.
Are you a big return person?
No, oh my gosh, I am queen of like leaving it in the bag, having the receipt with me, and leaving it at the entrance of my place. Okay. But I just never go back.
Okay.
And I never use it. So
wow.
I am the worst when it comes to that. You? Are you big on returns?
Yes, yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah, every now and then. You know, if I'm just not.
I make that face because I don't do it because I feel like they hate you. You know, they're like, oh, here comes another one. Way to go, RJ.
Wow. Well, okay. Also, we're going to be talking about what's in store for weather. Before we get to that story about those returns, Sarah is hanging out. She'll just be joining us in just a bit. But first.
Yeah, but first we have some news to get to. So with the overturning of Roe v. Wade, there's still lots happening there. So the landscape of reproductive health in America is changing, and it's happening quickly after the Supreme Court ruled Friday to overturn Roe versus Wade. And now some major companies have announced they'll support and provide financial assistance to employees who need an abortion and who need to travel or would need to travel to do so.
Because of the Supreme Court decision, now millions of people who seek an abortion could have to travel across state lines to access the procedure, which means employees' benefit packages may be the only way to afford that costly procedure.
Yeah, so some of the companies include Bumble, you have Lyft, Match Group, Citigroup, Microsoft is another one of the companies, Meta, so that's Facebook, Instagram's parent company, Apple, Yelp, Uber, Starbucks, Dick's Sporting Goods, Zillow, Nike, and several others.
Yeah, actually I just saw a message from a friend who said that Wells Fargo was also going to be included in this now. So the streaming company Netflix is also on the list. They say they'll offer travel reimbursement for full-time employees and their dependents as well. They offer a lifetime allowance of $10,000 per employees. That is per service.
Yeah, so it's important to note that part. For Netflix's case, it's for their full-time employees, but also for dependents. So who is that? Their children. A lot of these women have said that the hardest part also is finding childcare. So, I mean, it adds up. You're talking about thousands of dollars. And local here in San Antonio, there's a local organization, Buckle Bunnies, I believe, and they have helped women travel to get an abortion because either there's no room here in Texas, they don't fit the timeline. Yeah. So already that's happening, and now we're seeing these big companies offer that. And I mean, that list is expected to grow, but it brings up another question. Do all of these companies provide support when it comes to maternity leave and paternity leave?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure a lot of these big companies are kind of overlooking a lot of those things. You were talking about the cost a little bit earlier. I believe, I'm not sure what publication it was. I want to say maybe it was the New York Times that said that the average cost now for someone who is seeking an abortion to travel to their nearest location across state lines would be $4,000. That's the average across the country. So you're right, it's a lot of money, and we've already seen a lot of these trigger laws go into effect. I believe there were 7 states now that have now fully made abortion illegal. So people in those states trying to figure out things, and as you mentioned, these companies having to kind of do a lot of things when it comes to their policies.
Yeah, I mean, last point, here in Texas, Planned Parenthood announced on Friday that they're closing all of their clinics, that they are no longer providing abortion services for the time being at their clinics. So here in San Antonio, I believe there's 5 locations, 2 of those offered abortions, but because of this ruling on Friday, right now they're taking a step back, putting pause on all abortions because they want their legal team to really go through this final opinion and make sure that they're doing things legally. So still lots to catch up on there.
Yeah. Also, some other big news over the weekend. Of course, we're following everything with the latest in Uvalde, and some more love and support there for Uvalde coming from a community, Lisa, that has experienced a very similar tragedy.
Yeah, so people from Parkland, Florida were in Uvalde Sunday handing out a small yet very meaningful gift. They're called life boxes, and their purpose is to help people deal with their grief, and in this case, after the Robb Elementary massacre.
That's right. This was Lee Waldman's story from yesterday. It's on KSAT.com. Heather Palacios is the founder of Life Boxes. She's a pastor and lived near Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School back in 2018 when tragically 17 people were killed there by a 19-year-old shooter.
So yesterday in Uvalde, this group handed out 600 of these life boxes, and each of them contains a Bible, journal, pen, and other items to let people know they're not alone. So of course, encouraging them to process in a written form, right? The boxes are separated by age group, and they're available in Spanish and English, which is so important because we know a lot of the community in Uvalde does speak Spanish.
That's right. Any boxes that were not picked up will be left with businesses in the community to be handed out to anyone who's looking for these boxes, which I think another great thing when you think of the support, but also this Parkland community forever changed after this. You see some of these connections now with the Uvalde community, and I mean, it's sad to say it, but these are people that have gone through similar grief, that are going through some similar emotions, and it's unfortunate this has to happen, but at least there's ways to reach out and help for anyone that's looking to deal with their grief in this type of way.
Yeah, and a lot of survivors, I met many who were at the memorial for Robb Elementary. They've really made it part of their life mission to, whenever something like this happens once again, they have resources and are able to travel to provide the support, because they say no one really understands what this is like, the aftermath, unless you've actually been through it.
Right.
So in this case, who better? And I mean, it's really sad, but it's beautiful to see people using their pain, to pay it forward and help heal.
Yeah. So again, Lee Waldman did that story. She talked to that pastor there. You can check out that story on our website, KSAT.com.
Okay, RJ, I have some business headlines for you.
All right, let's go.
So
Love
this
a good
is
business headline.
Thanks but no thanks to returns. So your merchandise returns aren't wanted at some stores, or may not be. So remember earlier this month, Target announced that they were going to do these huge price cuts, and it was due to too much inventory. People went wild. Well, they still don't have enough room.
Yeah, I have not even checked out any of those deals and price.
Neither. I stayed away. Stayed away.
So, in this case, instead of taking back your unwanted items, these stores are considering giving your money back, but letting you hang on to those items that you had purchased in the first place. That is because the latest earnings calls for these store chains, that includes Target, American Eagle Outfitters, Walmart, and Gap, they still simply have just too much inventory.
So it's like a returnless return, right?
Yeah, there you
No
go.
company has made an official announcement just yet. This news is from retail experts, but this wouldn't be entirely new. Amazon started this years ago, and it makes sense for these bulkier items. So you think of furniture, right? A bed, a mattress, strollers, or even bulky toys. So because the retailer would have to cover the cost of return shipping is usually why they're like, you know what, just hang on to it. And then you think of, you know, like bed sheets. Well, that's more of a hygiene issue, so they definitely don't want that. So, you know, it could become more common because of this inventory issue.
Yeah, but of course, like anything like this, there is a big risk when it comes to this type of strategy. Companies obviously would have to ensure that they don't become victims of fraud. Like you said, basically people just buying stuff, trying to return it, or just sort of come up with some sort of scheme, which inevitably people always kind of find a way to do stuff like that.
Yeah, but this definitely, that's the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, there, of course, will be people who eat this up and kind of trick the system in doing so. I totally get it, especially with those big box things, because anytime I buy something large, like something big comes in from Amazon, just having to think about returning it, I'm like, oh man. That's another reason why I don't return, because I'm like, it's just too tedious. And they even make it really easy for
Amazon's like the greatest. I returned an item, it was kind of a bigger, bulkier item recently, and it was super easy, but still I was just kind of like, oh, I don't want to have to go like, but, whatever.
So it costs these retailers money, even if it's returning your item and then, you know, assessing it. Do they put it back on the floor, or do they do like the liquidation companies, or ship it off to Europe? But all of that costs money. So retail experts are just saying this just doesn't make any sense when they have already so much inventory and it costs money to store. So it could be a returnless return.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned.
Yes. So we'll see what happens when it comes to those companies. All right. We talked business headlines. Sports headlines now. Fight night.
The biggest fight of the summer,
Let's
they
go.
say.
Yes, in San Antonio. This turned out to be something special for local champion Jesse "Bam" Rodriguez as he defended his title in front of the home crowd at Techport Center and Arena on Saturday night.
Bam is the boxing's youngest current world champion. He's 22 years old and he's doing big things. So he dominated from start to finish to improve to 16 wins, no losses. He won the fight by technical knockout in the 8th round, and that was just wild to see.
Yeah, he was incredible. I mean, really put on a show for the home crowd there. You see, it was a packed crowd. I think it was about 2,500 people that packed the Techport Center for the first ever big boxing match of this nature. So Bam said that after the fight, that to be able to defend his title in front of the home peeps could not get any better than this. And he said every time he steps into the ring, he represents San Antonio to the fullest.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't it his dad who rushed in after that knockout?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That always gets me really excited, borderline emotional.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's 22, he's young, so you know his dad has been there for him every swing of the way.
There you go, every swing of the way. Yeah, and what I love about Bam, and also this goes with Mario Barrios too, is also San Antonio homegrown native. These dudes really do love the city, and they love actually, like, you know, putting this on for the San Antonio area. So it's been really cool to see this young man develop. Again, the youngest world champion right now in boxing. And yeah, and he's a pretty cool guy, actually.
I haven't met him.
Dude.
But I had a lot of people ask me, you like boxing? It's like, yes, I cringe at every punch. But yeah, definitely. Congratulations to him. Good job,
Good times
Bam.
out there. Yeah, and
make San Antonio proud.
Definitely. Hopefully they have another fight in the future here in San Antonio. And sometimes, you know, they start moving up to bigger venues, AT&T Center, Alamo Dome. So, but we'll see. I mean,
that's what I was thinking. Like, this is, I mean, not the start, but this is just the start for him. Like, it's just going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So good for him.
Yeah, good stuff there. All right.
So
Sarah.
last week was brutal. Good morning.
Good morning.
We may have some good stuff here.
Some relief.
Yeah, it's still brutal outside right now, okay? I don't want you to think it feels great outside. It's hot. It's in the 90s already, but a cool front is pushing through, and that's going to spark off a few showers and storms later on this afternoon, particularly during the rush hour. So I want to talk about your KSAT 12-hour forecast here. Let's take a look ahead. Now, it'll stay quiet until about maybe 2-3 p.m. and that's when we'll start to see a few showers and storms develop. Temperatures at that time will be in the upper 90s, but with the rain-cooled air, we should see some temperatures fall just a few degrees. In the afternoon, right during rush hour, that's when we have our greatest chance for showers and storms. So if you're planning on picking up the kids in the next couple of hours from daycare, or perhaps just going out and about this afternoon, know that that's when you're going to have those scattered showers and storms in the afternoon. We're not expecting severe weather today, so that's some good news there. Just some tropical downpours possible, and that could even continue past sunset as well, with temperatures falling into the 80s. Another way to look at this is through our high-res FUTURECAST, and you can see 4 p.m. that's when we start to see a few widely scattered showers and storms. Now, not everybody is going to see rain today, unfortunately, but those that do see rain could expect periods of heavy downpours and some lightning. By 6 o'clock, about a 60% chance. Let's go into the evening hours right at around 9, so shortly after sunset, we're still going to see some scattered showers and storms around the metro area. Once we lose the heat from the day, our rain chances are going to go down. So by midnight, things will be fairly quiet. And then as we head into early tomorrow morning, you won't have to worry about rain on the roads for the morning commute tomorrow. Once again, it's during the afternoon, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's when we'll see some more showers and storms develop. You'll notice that tomorrow afternoon, coverage is going to be a little bit less, so only a 40% chance for scattered showers and storms through about sunset, but the chance is still there. So let's talk about our setup for a bit. We've got this cool front that's pushing through, and what I mean by cool front is it's really only going to cool us down into the low 90s over the next coming days, but still, that is better than this triple-digit heat streak we've had. And then as you look out to the Gulf of Mexico, you can see that there's an area of disorganized storms. There is a small possibility, about a 20% chance, that this could become a tropical depression or a tropical storm in the coming days. But bottom line, what it means for us is that we do have some more tropical moisture in the air as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. So even though today and tomorrow have our best chances for rain, this tropical moisture could be a wild card. Now, for all that we can know right now, most of the tropical moisture should stay east of San Antonio toward Houston in that I-45 corridor, but still, if we were to see this tropical moisture move a little bit more to the west, it would increase our rain chances Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But as it stands right now, this afternoon is our best chance for rain. Tuesday, about a 40%, and then we'll see isolated showers and storms through the week. How much rain could you see? Well, again, unfortunately, there will be those that get rain and those that miss out. The scattered nature of the storms could only produce up to 1/4 to 1/2 an inch of rain in many places. But if you're lucky, up to an inch if you get a really heavy downpour. Otherwise, it is going to still be warm. Temperatures will be in the low 90s, but that is an improvement from the triple digits like what we've seen over the last few weeks, guys. So keep your fingers crossed for rain in your backyard. Things will be scattered. We'll continue to keep you updated on air, online, and on the KSAT Weather Authority app. We'll even go live from the KSAT Weather Authority app if we need to, Alicia and RJ.
I was manifesting in my car today. I usually leave the windows cracked open because it's so hot, but today I was like, I'm gonna roll them up.
Same
if there's some sprinkles, we're not taking a chance.
I thought the same thing too. As I was driving into our parking lot, I saw someone with their window half down, and I was like, oh, it's gonna rain for sure. So bad move, bro. Just playing, I don't know who it was. But yes, hopefully we get some rain. Much needed rain for sure.
Okay, so this weekend, KSAT joined our local community at the Pride Bigger Than Texas Festival. Our team was there celebrating Pride Month and signing people up for a very special program called KSAT Insider.
That is right. First of all, this was an amazing event here held in downtown San Antonio. Very cool to see everyone out there. Yes, KSAT Insider, this is a free membership program that brings you closer to our newsroom through unique events with our team and gets you access to exclusive giveaways and contests.
And today we actually have the KSAT Insider membership producer, Rocio Hernandez, joining us this morning. Good morning, Rocio.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
I'm a huge fan.
Oh.
I'm just a couple steps away from you guys, so I get to hear y'all's shows, so I'm a huge fan.
I know,
Thank
she sits a
you.
couple of desks down from me, doesn't really say much, but I can see you working so hard. You're obviously working hard on these types of programs, so we're going to select a winner here in just a little bit. But first of all, just talk a little bit about the Insider program and just some general things that people need to know.
Yeah, so right now we have a contest coming up. It's our KSAT Insider Prize Wheel sweepstakes, and so that's going to start happening on the first Friday of each month. So what happens with that is we bring you you on to spin our prize wheel on SA Live, and you get to win one of our amazing prizes. And then also this week we're announcing a new contest for Comic-Con tickets.
Oh, that's the Car Comic-Con show, right?
This is, it is.
The one coming
yeah,
up? Okay, nice.
It's coming up in August.
Yeah,
so,
like the classic cars or whatever Comic-Con? Okay.
Yeah, so it's coming up soon. We have a couple other things outside of contests, like we just published an article called Our Reporter's Notebook, so that's
right.
behind the scenes and telling you a little bit more about what we do as journalists and all those things. So really exciting things and really worth your time. It's completely free, so yeah, today we're going to be selecting a winner for a $500 HEB gift card.
Go.
And this is from anybody that attended the Pride event and showed up and joined Insider.
I do want to say, I want to encourage you to sign up for KSAT Insider because the Insiders have hosted awesome parties with Fiesta, the watch parties for the parade. There's something special coming up for the Pigskin Classic, correct?
Oh, yeah.
So you want to sign up because that gives you access to purchase tickets for these really, really cool parties. You get front row, like, it is very cool.
Right. Yeah.
All right, so now
Let's
is
do it
the
here.
time.
Do you need a drum roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you picking it?
Do you guys want to do the honors?
Oh, wow. Okay.
RJ?
Sure. You know what?
What is it, La Mano Santa? What do they say?
No, let me do a little,
Don't look.
little shake. Okay, don't
Yeah,
look.
make sure you shake around like once
my
you.
I know people get very,
Okay, don't
very
cheat.
worried about this.
Don't cheat.
Okay, let's see. Who's the lucky winner here? Who am I going to be hitting up here for some HEB HEB gift card? Okay. Here, I picked it.
$500.
Here,
$500
I'll let you
for a
reveal.
Texas
Oh wait, this is I picked
HEB.
out two. Here.
No, hombre. Okay. One job. All right, here we go.
Two winners. Just one winner. Sorry.
Hold on, do I say their phone number?
No.
Just kidding. Kyle Story, you are the
right.
winner. Woo!
All right. Well,
Kyle
thank you so
Story,
much.
congratulations.
Kyle
So it's
Story.
$500 HEB gift card?
$500, and we'll contact you via your phone number and let you know how you can pick up your prize. But thank you so
Kyle,
much.
if you have some extra room for the new hot Cheeto salsa chips,
There
let
you
me
go.
know.
Yeah. Very
Send
nice.
some our way. $500, man.
I'm sure this will come in handy with gas prices and
Absolutely.
just
yeah.
inflation.
What
so.
would you do with $500 at HEB?
It'd probably all go to gas, to be quite honest.
Really? Oh my gosh, I'd get like all
And some of
the
their trail
fruit
mix.
trays.
That heat trail mix, that's pretty good.
Have
I
you
like
tried
that.
the s'mores trail mix from HEB?
No,
I have.
Okay, this is becoming a commercial.
ones, yeah.
Anyways, the actual commercial here is for KSAT Insiders.
Yeah, absolutely. So all these people that signed up for this, they were actually already KSAT Insiders, or they were just
So they
went
were
out there?
signed up
Okay.
at that event.
Okay, cool.
So, and we'll have, other opportunities like
Yeah.
that where we go out to the community and we tell you a little bit about the program, and we tell you, how you can join and stuff. So,
Yeah.
And it's free, you guys, and it literally takes maybe a minute because all it asks you for is your email address, your name, and then create your password. So 3 easy steps
All right.
to become
yeah.
a KSAT Insider. Rocio, thank you so much. We appreciate you being
Yeah.
here. Thank you.
Thank you
She's been
and
doing
again,
an amazing job
Yes.
with this program, and I know you came on, kind of hit the ground running and stuff. So this is pretty cool. You've been doing a lot of good work,
Yeah.
and if you could say a few things over there.
no, I really appreciate the support and making me feel welcome. I did start in November, so
Yeah, very cool.
it's been great.
Awesome.
all
Good
right,
stuff
and
there.
then congrats again to Kyle Story, one of the newest KSAT Insiders. You won $500.
I'll go ahead and take that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I hid the
Is his
number.
number really on there?
Yeah.
It was. Oh.
Did you want me to read it?
No.
I'm just kidding. I will not.
All
All right.
right.
So we have our KSAT Insider Prize Wheel sweepstakes,
Yeah.
and that's available year round.
I remember those when they spin the wheel. I think one of them was like a dinner with Ursula Perry. Yes.
Can I win that
pretty
one?
cool stuff. I think one of them was maybe hanging out with Adam Caskey, maybe make a Thursday a thermometer or something
Maybe
like
he'll teach you how to a DIY.
that. Yeah, so a lot of really interesting things that
What
are
would
on
your
that prize
activity
reel.
be if
Oh,
they ever
man.
invited you?
Let's go to a Spurs game or something like that.
Shoot, can I win? I want to go to Spurs
I don't
game.
think they're gonna have me on that wheel anytime soon. But yeah, Spurs games, anything fun like that. Yeah, be a good time.
We have time to do a shameless plug for the story that airs today.
Uh-oh.
Producer Alyssa, so at noon today, as well as 5 p.m. We headed out to the border last week,
that's
and
right.
we were able to hear from the Texas Military Department, and really the focus was on the update for Operation Lone Star, right? Governor Greg Abbott put that into effect more than a year ago, so we're seeing how it works, and really the focus was on their boat operations. We actually got to go on one of their boats, and it's not just the Texas Military Department out there. You have DPS, you have local, you have Border Patrol, so just all these agencies, and it's really eye-opening to see how many of them can be out there with these boat operations, how much terrain they cover. And again, just get more of a behind-the-scenes look at what they do. So that airs first part today at noon, and then the second part today at 5 p.m. And then we'll be making it back out to the Rio Grande Valley, McAllen Mission area tomorrow.
All right. Well, yeah, no, I know you've been covering that pretty extensively down there. So I think it's, like you said, being able to take people into that environment and being able to see what they do down there, I think is very interesting. So
some key
check
things
that out.
from that. The words humanitarian crisis were used, as well as mass migration. So you really want to tune into that story. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Happy Monday.
Bye, y'all.